Before starting, please find a safe environment to work. For the purpose of this video, I am changing the summer tires to winter tires, but the process stays the same for any tire. This applies to flat tires also. When in an emergency situation, the tools needed for this type of maintenance will be located in the back of your car. These are some of the tools you will find in your car. A basic jack, a lug nut wrench, and a lever. If you have a flat tire, the spare tire can be located either under the car or in the trunk. For this specific model, these directions will help you find the spare tire. Every car comes with a manual with directions similar to these. The directions will tell you where to find your spare tire. These directions do not apply specifically to the model I am working on. They apply to all cars in general. The first step involves taking off the tire's lug nuts, so you will need the lug nut wrench. Because the lug nuts on a tire are usually very tight, you must use a lot of force to take them off. A good way to loosen them is by using your weight on the wrench. After heavily loosening the lug nuts, you can begin to loosen them just a little bit more, but not all the way. Loosening them all the way can damage the threads and put you in danger. Before raising your car, you must place objects on the opposite side of the car, so the car will not roll during the process. Before jacking the car up so you can remove the tire, you must place the jack in the correct position so the car will not fall. These directions do not apply specifically to the model I am working on. They apply to all cars in general. With the gathered tools, you can now start raising the car with the jack. Repeat this clockwise motion until the tire is about an inch off the ground. Now we must remove the tire completely, so the lug nuts must be taken off. Because we loosened them quite a bit before, it will be easy to remove them now. You do not need any tools for this step. You can just use your fingers. After getting the new tire, use your feet to properly install it. Get your feet under the tire and use them to lift the tire. After the tire is in, you can begin to put the lug nuts back on. Just use your finger to tighten them as much as you can. Do not tighten them with the wrench yet. After tightening the lug nuts as much as you can with your fingers, grab your wrench and start to tighten them more. But do not fully tighten them until after the tire is back on the ground. Another important tip to keep in mind is to tighten the lug nuts in a star pattern. This provides equal tightness all around. Not using this pattern can cause the tire to skew and wobble when driving. Now you can lower the tire by lowering the jack. The tools you need now are the same ones you used for raising the jack. Keep using the same counterclockwise motion until the jack can slide out from under the car. Now it's time to fully tighten the lug nuts. A way to tighten the lug nuts very tight is by using your weight on the wrench. Now that the tire is secure, take a test drive to make sure the car moves smoothly. If you feel comfortable, get back in the car and hit the road.